this is a short video on what's going on in Peru, what happened in recent weeks, why all the Protestants that supposed to go out and march peacefully ended up being in a violent incidents, taking a supermarket, taking an airport, taking roads that connect cities and small towns. So I will talk about that and what's going on exactly. I've been reading a lot of comments on social media or listening to local radio, national TV radio, and also other news out there. So that's a lot that's going on. So I will start first the cause mainly that many Protestants sustain that they don't want the current president be in charge, who is Dina Boluarte, who took over after President Castillo has been uh, taken down, and he just now is facing so many charges and it's in trial and in throwing in jail. So it all started with that, and also because the current president, was part of the member of the committee of the presidential staff, like ministers, and she was part of the party. So what happened is that their allies and their um, side of the politics just gave her her back, so they don't support her at all. And what they say that she's just changed from the left to the right side on politics, and they didn't like her, and they started to sending so many messages on social media, and messaging suggesting that the people should just take the streets and make the changes, and take the choose a new president immediately, take have new elections, and just because we are the people and we have the right who we can choose like that. So you know what I'm saying. So they send that narrative to the people. So many people are started to just making things like or suggesting ideas, and they started just to say a lot of things that most of them cannot like support with or give a reason, and mm, to just convince to someone to go out with them, like to be part of the strike of the Protestants. So just they became so mind closed by this idea and the narrative who the left politics were saying, social media and news, televisions, and radio stations. So this is this multiply this message, and the narrative multiplies among many type of uh, we know that many of the people who live in cities, in rural areas, and small towns and villages, so they all just started to just paralyze and close the road. So it's been so challenging for us for who are not agree, or we are not agree, especially with how they protest and how they argue the stuff, so they cannot just really prove it and saying this is how and this is when and this is how we can solve this. And so they just want take down this current um, president. So and they want other president be in charge, but they don't know who or when, and they want immediate things. So so the government became also so aggressive. It's now under investigation how the things happened and ended up so badly. So like are like 50 or more than 50 people who died in these events, and they are not counting all of them. So just they count the people who died in the protests and the violent acts that happened against each group, the police and the protestants. So it's been really sad for me to expect that in my country. It hurts a lot how people can just not be very sensitive. I'm talking people in general of all the nation, and so it doesn't matter if it's police or some Protestants. So every life matters, and the Protestants also caused some other people could die because of the protest, and they could not allow people to go to hospital or to get some treatment. So people died during the protest, and their politics are not counting, and the politics are using just these people who just been died as a tool, as a political tool, and that's the worst part of this. I'm so angry that we are expecting this, and it makes me sad. And I hope this will end because the consequences are not because I that the food pricing, the rating of the food is just triple and double here where I am. And not just that, we cannot just move freely and to go to another cities or make our activities. There is no like summer school for children or to young that can want to study, and it's really sad. And many events would probably be cancelled because of this. So the situation is worrying right now. I hope this week uh, I hope we expect. So it depends a lot on politics, and that people cannot really become violent or they stop the who to those who are violent and just identify them because it's so confusing and so confusing. The right to protest is allowed, but they don't allow the law or to right the right. They don't allow the right to go and move out freely. They stop us. So it's really sad. So just I want to say that, and my question is: do you agree that your president should resign by force or by showing violence in front of the media? And so I hope this will end up well to my country, and especially to the ones who want just a peaceful country, and that everyone can grow and can be sufficient and have a sustainable life and just get the education that we need. And I think we lack sometimes with education, and we don't realize things that are good or bad. So we should just take part of some opinion or narrative, and we strike things, we become violent, we want all things by force, showing strange like it was like a war, and it's so sad. So I hope this will end. This is just my opinion. Bye bye.